What's up, guys? This is Cloud7470 here, bringing you another video today. This time I want to discuss the current meta for the end of the year. Yes, December is upon us. Here in Ohio, we finally got our first snow. It's awful. I hate it. Please send me to Cali where I can live with you and be nice and warm all the time. Anyway, back to the meta. The year is ending. 2012 is almost done, and 2013 is almost upon us. So the meta has basically stayed the same for the past month, I'd say. One deck came in and took over a pretty good chunk of the meta, which brought an old favorite back. So going down a list of the top 5 decks that I feel are the best in the format right now. Number 1, still Windups. I mean, come on. They're amazing. You go turn one Shockmaster. You should have a play every hand. Like, that's how your deck should be run, to like where you have a play every hand. But yeah, it happens where you get spell and trap clogged. But I mean, you can stall out to get to your combo fast enough. Number 2 deck is Water, in my opinion. The Mermail Atlanteans. They're so consistent. You should have a play every hand, and you can just OTK really fast. You don't even. I mean, if you grind out, you're gonna be in trouble. But Water is so fast that you can just end it in 1 or 2 turns. Number 3, definitely the Macro Rabbit. It came back just to combat the water, but it's really good. Definitely number 3 came back and has overtaken. 4, I'm still going to give to Agents. Agents are still really good. Depends on what build you run. Simon, he had 3 tops in a row. He had Providence, Seattle, and Barcelona with the trapless agents, the monster mash, basically. It was 10 spells, I think, in 1 trap, or 9 spells, 1 trap. And he got 3 tops in a row with that, and there's a lot of people copying him. I saw that. But I still think that the trap-heavy agents are the best, with Call of the Haunted, Card Trooper, running Torrentials and Solemns. I feel those are still the best right now. Let's see. Number 5, it's always the 5th one that's the most difficult to pick, but I really feel like Chaos Dragons are number 5 right now. Just because, in theory, they should give Water the biggest problem, and they do. They give Water a really hard time. I know my friend was playing Mermails at the regional, and he lost to 2 or 3 Chaos Dragons. Chaos Dragons is a really tough match for Water, so keep that in mind. It's not as fast, which is weird to say because it's Chaos Dragons. It's not as fast, but it's got big monsters that they can't deal with. So Chaos Dragons, I feel, is number 5, just to combat the Water. It also gives Windups some problems just because of big monsters. A lot of those decks, like big monsters, is a problem. So Chaos Dragons, definitely number 5 in my opinion. Some decks to duly note that I've seen around regionals the past month or so. The Insectors. The Insectors won Seattle, and everybody played them for a little bit. They're good. They're still really good, but because of Water, they're not a deck. They are a deck, but they're not in the top 5. Same with Geargia. Geargia is very good still. But it's just way too slow for Water. You have to set up and make sure you can protect your stuff to get to your combos. It's way too slow. Very consistent still, yes, but Water can just overpower it. And last duly noted deck is Dark Worlds, which I hate. I hate Dark Worlds, but I will give it to them that they deserve their time. They give Water a really big problem too, and you can see why. You can see how much water has affected it. I made sure like every deck I mentioned is versus water and where they stay. And so the mermails are very good, and Dark Worlds does give them slight problem, but um, they can mermails can side into and still hurt Dark Worlds, which still just have a bad, terrible game 2 and 3. But Dark Worlds is it's a deck, and it is still a very good one. But I will say right now, the reason Dark World is not in my top 5 is because Macro Rabbit. Main deck Macro Cosmos really wrecks everything. It just hurts all those decks. Hurts Windups more than you would think. If they get it off really early and you can't get rid of it, that sucks. Definitely just dominates Mermails. Can't do anything, literally anything. It's all right in the mirror match. Like if you get it off early enough, but I mean, it's not that bad. You're probably gonna side it out for the mirror match. Unless you have like answers for everything and you can just banish all their monsters. It's amazing against agents, and it's amazing against Chaos Dragons. So that main deck Macrocosmos, if you can play a deck that can utilize the effect of Macrocosmos, this one card right here, it's got 100 reprints. It's common if you want. Get 3 of them, because if you can play a deck that utilizes this card to its full potential, you will do amazing. You will win, and you will have no problem as long as you practice. So make sure you practice. And so that is my thoughts on the current meta of Yu-Gi-Oh! Hopefully in January, we will see some changes. I know the Fire Fist, I think they're called now. They used to be called Fire Stars. I think they're called Fire Fist now, are coming out in Cosmo Blazer. Also getting the Fire Structure deck, and I'm telling you right now, I'm not looking forward to that either. Fire seems just as bad as Water. I still think Water will be better, but I don't want to play against Fire because it's lame. And then I think in February we're getting Wind with the Harpy Lady support. I'm sick of these new decks coming out. Come on, let's stick with some classics for a little bit. Yeah, we'll get new ones eventually, but don't bring them out. Don't shoot them off so fast. One at a time. But yes, that's what I think. I don't want to deal with Fire. I don't want to deal with Wind. I can deal with Water right now. I don't want to have to learn something new. That's just me. Anyway, this has been Cloud7470. Please thumbs up this video if you would like. I would love you to. Please comment below in the box on your top 5 favorite decks right now. What you think is the best. We'll do that. Also tell me what your top 5 favorite decks of all time are. Mine is still Insectors, my favorite deck. But right now I'm not playing it because it's just not that good. And please subscribe to my channel for more great content. I'll bring you stuff all the time. Not really, as much as I can, but I love doing this. You guys know that. And I think it's January 19th, I want to say, ARG Regional in Cleveland, Ohio. Go there if you live around here. That is, I mean, let's be realistic. Don't come from California unless you really want to. That'd be more than great. But if you do go to Cleveland, come say hi to me. Like always, Ash Ketchum hat. There's usually one more guy wearing one. Don't be deceived. He's much cooler than me. So go say hi to him. But then also come say hi to me because we're really cool guys. And once again, thumbs up, subscribe. Thanks, guys.